Awesome, so go ahead and start in a tabletop. Take some circles with your hips, one direction. Take some big circles with the hips. Just beginning to warm up, begin to breathe in and out through your nose. So one direction, big circles with the hips. Feeling little stretches when you move your hips off to each side. Awesome, and let's switch directions, other way. So other direction with the hips. Breathing, stretching, feeling those little pockets that are really nice and tight, probably by your outer hips, which is what we're going to get into in this yoga class. So just beginning to move, breathe. You can make it as sexy as you want. You can warm up for your twerking lesson later tonight, whatever you feel like. I'm just kidding. All right, awesome. And go ahead and come back to your tabletop, lift up into your down dog, curl the toes, lift the hips. Good, reconnect with the hands and the feet. Couple breaths, breathing into the back, lengthening the tailbone to the sky. Good. And just breathing here, getting into your down dog, warming up the low back, warming up the knees. Did I just say warming up the knees? I did not mean that. Good. Step up into your malasana, so 1 foot at a time, stepping on up. And as I do with all my videos, just start to move a little bit side to side in your malasana. So working the hips, working those inner thighs, intergrowing your adductors, your tensor fascia latae, the outer hips, the glutes. Maybe tap the knees, warm up the toes. Good, so getting some blood flow going, breathing into your body. Good, and meet into a forward fold, top of the mat. So separate the feet hip distance apart. Hands towards the floor, let the head hang totally heavy down. Good, maybe shift off to one side, shift off to the other side. Do what feels good here in your first forward fold. If you need to keep a slight bend in the knees, that's fine as well. Good, go ahead and drop down into your malasana again. Left hand out, I'm going to take my right forearm, press my inner thigh away. Kind of pulse it like you'll see I'm doing in the video. Take that forearm, push it away, let it come back. Push it away, let it come back. Working the inner thigh. Good. Other side. So right hand on the floor, left forearm, pressing inner thigh away. Inner thigh away. I know you can't see it, but I'm taking my left forearm and I'm kind of pulsing. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Good. Back to your forward fold. Straighten the legs, toes forward. Yeah. Good. And just step your right foot back. Big lunge. Come into a runner's lunge. So bring the foot to the outside of your mat, to the side of the mat. Hands down, drop the right knee to the floor, and just stretch. So pretty basic. Ideally, you want your left knee over your left ankle, though. Other than that, it's really about if you can feel a nice stretch. Most of you will feel this in the back of your left hamstring, kind of where the hamstring meets the glute. If you feel it in the top of the right hip flexor, that's fine as well. So any type of stretch is awesome. Anything in the front hips, yep, good. And go ahead and step your right foot up into your malasana. And we're going to do the same thing other side. So big step back with your left foot. Bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. And again, just stretching here. So make sure that right knee is stacked over the ankle. Other than that, maybe take a little twist like I'm doing, or just stay exactly where you are and breathe. So big breaths into your hips. You're doing fantastic. Keep going. Yes, yes. Stretch, breathe. Good. Hands to floor. Then step up into your malasana again. Left foot meets the right. And staying in your malasana, hands to your heart, press your knees away, get a nice stretch through your adductors and your inner thigh. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is we're going to twist side to side. So I'm going to extend my right arm to the sky, and then I'm going to switch. I'm going to extend my left arm to the sky, full extension through that top arm. Good. And then switching on your own. So twisting, opposite arm on the floor, full extension. And extending side to side, nice big stretches through that top arm. Good, lots of length through that top arm. Switching, maybe timing it with your breath. Inhale, extend up, and then exhale back to Malasana center. And then inhale, extend, back to center. Awesome. And then meet back into your forward fold. Shake out the head, let the head hang. Good, back in your forward fold, just hanging out. Good, step back into your down dog. Nice long spine, plant the hands on the floor, lengthen the tailbone to the sky. Big breaths, lengthen up. Good, half pigeon. You're going to bring your right shin up towards your right hand, top of the mat. So if you've never done a half pigeon before, you may want to watch one of my older tutorials on how to do it. But yeah, so you want your shin at an angle going back. The more parallel your right shin is toward the top of your mat, the deeper stretch. If it hurts your knee, hurts your ankle, hurts your hip, please come out. Or you can sit off to your right butt cheek. If you have a block, you can also sit your right butt on a block to elevate it. Good, and if you'd like, you can come on down like I am on my elbows. Kind of reclined pigeon, sleepy pigeon, whatever you want to call it. I'm just breathing here into the hips. Most of y'all will feel something in the right butt area. Some of y'all may feel something in the low back. So whatever you feel, as long as it's a stretch, that is a good sign. If it hurts or if it's painful, that means you want to come out. Good. Go ahead and step your right leg up into your three-legged dog from your half pigeon. Nice big stretch. Good, and then set the right foot down next to the left into your down dog. Other side, so the left shin comes up into your half pigeon. So you'll see here my left shin is a little bit angled back towards my body. It can even be as angled as 45 degrees back. It really doesn't matter. You can extend, lengthen the spine up. That feels good. Or you can just go ahead and come on down to your elbows or forearms like you did on the other side. Good, again. Most of y'all will be feeling something in your left butt area. Butt is a technical term. That is what I learned in my yoga teacher training, called a butt. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, just breathe in here, relaxing, more of like a restorative pose. So, if you need props or blocks or anything like that, you can always pause the video, grab something, and then come back. Good. And then hands on the floor, curl the right toes, inhale left leg nice and high into your down dog. And bend the knee, open the hip, do what feels nice here. Good, and then set the left foot down next to the right. Good, bend the knees, step or hop up into your Malasana. Feet outside to the hands. Work those hips a little bit more. Good, extend, lengthen right arm to the sky. Just like we did before, kind of switching sides, extending left arm to the sky into your twist. Good. And then back to right arm twist, maybe a little deeper. Move with your breath. Inhale, extend, lengthen left arm to the sky. Good. And then hands back to floor into your Malasana. Come back to your forward fold, straighten the legs. Good. If you need to take a slight bend of your knees, you can do that as well. Good. And step back into your down dog, 1 foot at a time. Good, right leg in the sky, nice and high. And then inhaling left leg in the sky, nice and high. So kind of switching legs. Good, right leg again, inhale it up. And then lower it down. And other side, left leg, lift up, nice and high. And then lower it down. Good. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, just like we did earlier. This time we're just going to do it again, maybe get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So what I'm doing right now is I'm coming onto the outer edge of my right foot. For me, this feels good. If that's too much, stay normal. I'm also adding an element if you want to play too. You can bend the right knee, and then with my right hand, reach back for your left foot. So if this is too much, stay where you are. If you can't grab your foot, then don't worry about it, because this is a really intense stretch here. Breathing here. Good. Releasing your left foot if it's down. Inhale back to your down dog, and then other side, left foot, step to your outer left hand. Good. Again, staying here, please. If you feel enough, stay here. If you want to come onto the outer edge of your left foot, you can do so. It kind of gets a different angle into the hips. And then if you want to keep going, you're going to bend your right knee. Left hand's going to reach back for your right foot. Again, there's no prizes for going deeper. So if you're feeling it tremendously into just the lunge, stay there. Stay there, breathe. Maybe even drop onto your elbows or forearms if you can't do that yet. So these are just things to add into your hip opening practice, okay? And then step back into your down dog. Good. Bend the knees, look to the hands, step or hop up into your Malasana. Good. A little bit of internal hip rotation. So check out the video. Left hand comes behind. We're going to drop the inside of your right knee towards the floor. Now only go down as far as, well, don't go past where it hurts. So for me, if I'm warmed up, I can bring the inside of my knee all the way to the floor. For you, maybe just a third of the way, halfway down. Okay? We're just opening up different parts of our hips. So if your right hand goes back behind you, inside of left knee is coming to the floor. Good. And if that works, I'm showing a no-handed variation. Well, actually, I just did, yeah? So with hands or no hands, you can go inside of knees towards the floor. Yes. So here's my no-handed variation. So if this feels all right, you can do what I'm doing. Come onto the outer edge of one foot, then drop that inner knee to the floor. So outer edge of my right foot, drop my inner right knee to the floor. Outer edge of my left foot, drop the inner left knee to the floor. Good. And then coming back into your Malasana, top of the mat. Go ahead and come onto your knees, sit on the tops of the feet. Go ahead and sit quietly, close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart, bow forward. Namaste, great practice.